Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of John's Gold and Silver. I got the shirt right here. It's so wonderful to see you guys today. So first of all, please make sure you're on the Stocks and Crypto channel, because I think my other channel is getting, they're not going to monetize it, nothing guys. I can't do anything on there. So please move over to the Stocks and Crypto. It's up to 173 subscribers. Trying to get it up to, I think, 500 to be able to do the super chats, and I'm going to be doing live streams now guys soon. And I'm also getting my triple monitor setup hooked up for down here, and I'm going to be able to show you guys how to do that for yourself if you want to get a triple monitor setup. So a lot of big things coming, okay? So today all the major indices were down today. Remember though that September is historically a pretty bad month for stocks, but there's also other reasons that you know, it's slowing down, okay? I'll go through a couple of those. So stocks may be hurting because the global economy is slowing down. You know that you know, the commodity prices are still high, oil prices are high. That's a big weight on a lot of businesses that have a lot of transport costs, you know, whatever. So that the high oil price can cause market participants to want to sell off stock, you know. The Purchasing Managers Index for China pointed to the slowest expansion in China's service output in 8 months. So China is still not doing good. Their economy is still pretty slow, okay? So it's, you know, September is just not going to be a good month for stocks possibly, guys. It could be a bad month. Also, you know, the interest rates are very high, okay? That's weighing on stocks too. Honestly, guys, I think stocks should be a lot lower. They should have gone down more. So they're showing a lot of strength here because I really think they want to get certain people elected. They're going to keep these markets kind of high, I think, you know, for a while. So the Dow was down 195 to 34,641. The S&P has only dropped 19 points. The NASDAQ only dropped 11 points. So really the Dow is a major loser there. Gold was down 12 bucks. That stinks. To 1,926. Again, evidence of a slowdown in China. This is going to be a weight on gold. Silver is down 23 cents. So I like this because you guys know I like silver way better than gold because it's got more moonshot potential. Platinum actually has more moonshot potential than gold too, just so you guys know that. It really does. So silver's only trading at 24.41. It kind of goes in a range right now. I think it's going from a range of around 22.50 to around 25, 26 bucks, you know. And I think if it heads down to 22.50 again, this could be a good opportunity to load up on these options in these mining stocks, guys. Okay. So yeah, silver's headed down now, but I do believe it's set to explode and go absolutely nuts. So we can make a ton of money in these options on some of these stocks. So again, they are bringing down this economy on purpose by raising the rates. When the rates come down, gold and silver are going to take off. Okay, guys? So when are the rates going to come down? It's going to be next year, because most likely. And we can look to the bond market to see what they're predicting and get a little bit of insight. Okay. We're not going to be blindsided with this when silver and gold take off. All right. I'm going to make sure that I keep you guys on top of it so we can get in at the right time. Because I told you guys we got in at GNS at the right time. I'm not going to mess with you guys. I'm not going to steer you wrong, okay? To the best of my abilities, not financial advice, okay? But I'm going to do my best to not steer you wrong in any possible way. Yeah. So when the interest rates are really high, people want to keep their monies in the banks. This lowers the opportunity cost of holding gold and silver. So you don't really want gold and silver if you can get a good return in the banks. It's just people transfer their money kind of where it's moving, you know, where there's a return. That's where people put their money. There's no return in gold and silver. It has no yield. But if the price moonshots, there you go. It doesn't have to have a yield if you get in at the right time. So silver here is still very cheap. I like silver here. And so when it's time for the metals to take off, I will alert the Patreon members first. I'll tell everyone, but I'm going to tell the Patreon members first about which particular options and which particular stocks I'm buying, okay? Because that's the whole key here about how to make the most amount of money. We have to wait till the right time, till the markets are going to rip, till the gold and silver is going to rip, when oil is going to rip, and I don't think oil is really going to fully rip here yet. I don't, okay? I think it's going to come back down. But once we are getting at the right times when these things are going to rip, then we get the options, and we have to buy the correct options with enough time. I want to steer you guys through exactly which ones I'm going to be buying, okay? When the time is right. On my Patreon, it's only $5. So, and I've already proven to myself I can make good money in options. I made 10x in options on WTI before. I made other money in other options, and I made like 30x. Actually, I made 40x on some of my options because I bought them for 1 cent and I sold them for 40 cents on Genius Group. So guys, I want to help you guys make 40 baggers. And I told you guys beforehand I was buying those options. I told you guys I bought different option calls at $3, $4, $5, $6, okay? I'm going to tell you guys. So, platinum was down 928. It's down to 928. Oil closed at $86.77. Saudi Arabia announced it will extend the production cut of 1 million barrels a day for the next 3 months, okay? So we could still be looking at a little bit tighter oil supply, but we're also looking at slowdown in the economy. So they're probably trying to compensate for the slowdown by tightening the supply so they can still all make a good profit. And then there was that fire in Louisiana. That also had helped oil prices. Oil went up that day. It's been doing well. Okay, so Bitcoin is at well, actually first the dollar's at 104. The longer trend in the dollar though is it will drop. Okay, the dollar's lost over 99% of its value. The dollar's going to lose. It's still got a lot left to lose. Okay, and it's going to be the last 2%. It's going to be the worst. So what happens is when the dollar drops, gold and silver skyrocket. So I do think the dollar is going to be dropping a lot when they lower these rates down. If we go into economic slowdown, which is already happening, I just told you guys the Purchasing Managers Index in China, the U.S. economy is not doing too hot either, guys. Okay, the people are hurting. People can't come up with 400 bucks. You know, you and I can, obviously. You know, you watch my channel, so you know one of the biggest things I say is you have to have some capital on hand. You have some cash for opportunities, because there's going to be opportunities. Have your accounts funded. Okay, I don't care, guys. If you're poor, sell something, put it in your stock account, get funded. You know, you got to make your money start working for you. Okay, but that's not financial advice. I'm not telling you to put all your money into your stock account, because you could lose it all. Anything's possible, guys. Okay, and these call options, when you buy options, people will say like it's a sucker's play, and I think that's true. But obviously, if you know what you're doing, if you know the underlying asset is going to be going up, like let's say, you know, I already talked about silver. Let's say Bitcoin's going to be going up. You buy the Bitcoin mining stocks and you buy the options. You got to wait till you're sure, okay? You don't want to just buy a random freaking cannabis stock options, biotech you know, you don't want to be doing this. You want to do it strategically, intelligently, in a sophisticated way, and that's partially why I created the Patreon, so I could help you guys, and I'm going to be putting out some specific videos regards to that. So Bitcoin 25,764. So you can look at MARA, HUT, and RIOT, and there's also more. So when you believe Bitcoin's going to be going up, and many people do, I certainly do, but we could see a little bit more downward pressure here, because it could follow the stocks down a little bit and follow gold and silver down a little bit. But these are going to blow up, go crazy, okay, at a time in the future. So getting rich, guys, you know, it comes down to a waiting game sometimes, okay? You can chase after daily profits by day trading, but even that's going to take time, okay? And that's not going to give you the percent gains that options will either. So remember, guys, options are extremely risky, so I just want you to get that into your head, that they're so risky. And how options work is you can buy at a certain strike price. Usually the higher the strike price means it's out of the money, and that usually means it's going to be cheaper, because the stock will most likely not go that high. And you have to consider the time on these options too, okay? Because some of them will give you, you know, 500 days, or you can buy options for 30 days. If you buy options for 30 days, but you think the stock's going to go up in 90 days, those options will expire worthless, okay? So you got to take that into account. If you want to know more about the options, join the Patreon, and I'll even have a phone call with you. It's only $5 and I can explain it to you, okay? I told you I've been successful in options. So I want to get everyone caught up on my channel. I want you to understand how to do it, how to do the options, okay? Not telling you to do it, but understand how when the time comes. Because when these assets take off, I'm going to want to have options in those stocks that are related to the underlying asset. Okay? This is going to be the true way to make the most wealth. Make way more money in options than in the stock. Okay? If you're right. If you're wrong, then you lose. You can lose. You'll be stuck selling those options for not a whole lot of money, you know. So yeah, if you're new to investing, just join up with the Patreon. I'll do my best. And I want to just go over a couple stocks maybe. It's only been 11 minutes. I want to try to make my videos a little bit shorter. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I make them 10 minutes, 15? I don't know. So I'm liking the Ford Motor Company because it's down at these levels here, guys, and it goes in this range, okay? So Ford is F, all right? I really like that one. DraftKings I really like. That's DKNG. VFC I like. That's pays a dividend, and it looks like it's at a turning point in the chart. It could really begin heading up. GameStop's up to $19.23. It was up 81 cents today. If you want to learn more about GameStop, look up the guy. His name is Marantz Rants, and he knows pretty much everything there is to know about AMC and GameStop. Okay, so earnings is going to be coming on GameStop soon, so that could really take off to the $25–$30 level. It could. Okay, so I'm thinking about getting in on that. That Trump stock DWAC was up 60 cents today. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I talked about that one. Oh, the HE Hawaiian Electric, because they had that massive fire in Hawaii, that came back down to $12.42. So it's almost back down to where it originally crashed in the 9s. So that could be ready for another bounce back upward pretty soon. We're going to keep an eye on that one. We've got, oh my goodness. Did you guys see Digital Brands? I missed this when it took off. You know, it went quick. They want to, you know, I told you they want to take these stocks up fast with not a lot of people on, so that way people will start buying at higher prices because they got stock they want to sell. Okay? So whenever you see something running like that today, like Dbgi, you know, don't be buying it when it's starting to go up parabolic unless you're going to be thinking about selling it in 2 more minutes, you know? So you don't want to chase stuff up, and then especially pump and dumps, because when the pump and dump ends, you're going to have a hard time selling, buddy or missus. So don't chase these pump and dumps once they really get moving unless you want to just jump in and jump out, okay? Because that's what happened with Dbgi. It took off. Like, it was up to $23 and now it's already back down to $12.99. This thing could take off again. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. Wow. That one's kind of unbelievable actually, guys. That has an extremely low float because they reverse split, and that makes it look a little more attractive, okay, to a lot of people. It is the way it is. AMC is up 54 cents, so that's pretty cool that that's moving. A lot of people say that AMC and GME kind of move the same, so take that for what it is. I could say a bunch of stuff. C3AI is still at $31.43. Hasn't really moved much. Sound is still at $2.46. That's not really moving too much. Blink Charging is at $3.96. I like that one. I really do. EV is going to be ripping. I think probably halfway into next year. It's going to be ripping. Okay. We got that Infobird. I think that's the little electric scooter company. That's all the way down to 21 cents. Wow. I wonder if that'll reverse split soon. No. I don't know what else I want to mention. The 22nd Century Group XXII was way up today, up 28 cents. It was up higher than that too. And that's the one it's way down. Just look at the chart on that one. But it may never reach its previous highs ever. The conditions are different. Backed Holdings, BKKT, that's the crypto exchange one. That one's going for only $1.30, so that's way down, guys. What the heck? Could that be setting up for a buy? Yeah. Yeah, that one looks like a buy here. BKKT. To be honest, guys, all the crypto crap looks like a buy, okay? I'm not lying to you on that one. All the crypto stocks, the charts, they look like they're at low end of the ranges. I'm just telling you what I think. Bed Bath & Beyond only at 24 cents today. Yeah, my expert friends, most of them say that Bed Bath & Beyond's not going to be doing good. It's just, but it's still, yeah, we don't know for sure. We're going to see. Wait and see how that situation develops. If someone actually, if they emerge from Chapter 11, we'll see how they look. Yeah, Troika Media is at $1.50. Oh yeah, what about Genius Group? Oh man, yeah, Genius Group popped up today. Wow. I think Genius Group, they're just trying to dump more stock for the dilution because, you know, they're making money. I told all the Patreon members what's up with Genius Group. If you want to know the true story on that, go to the Patreon. Link's right in the description. So that's all I wanted to mention today, guys. Yeah, I'm working on the channel, doing everything I can, putting my heart and soul into this. So please join up with the team. I'll do the best I can to get you going with these options, learning about what to do when it's the right time. Not financial advice, entertainment only. Again, we can speak on the phone. You know, if you really want to, for a little while I will. So there we go. We'll get you started. Thank you, everyone. You don't know how much I appreciate everyone who hits that like button, because YouTube is going to be my new career. YouTube and trading. That's what I want to do in life. So come on, help me out, guys.